You
I will
have to
say,
have.
like, watching the reunions and watching, I think it seemed like a lot of people are like, well, you don't seem that sad for the victims, even if you didn't know. Like, if I was married, I was married. If I, if I just went through a divorce, very lovely, happy marriage, good run, no bad vibes. But like, if I found out this person that I thought that I was married to was a completely different person and was like allegedly really screwing over the most vulnerable people on earth, I would be really upset about it. And
Yes.
and I think isn't that what, and even if you're not, like, shouldn't some PR person tell you to present upset?
I have said this so many times. That's the problem. I mean,
That's the problem.
she's even said, like, first of all, I say go ahead and hire Stasi Schroeder's
Yeah.
crisis management people.
Yes.
She's even said, like, online, like, I'm not hiring crisis manager. It wouldn't help. And it's just like your attitude. Like, when all this is over, if you are found completely innocent, whether we believe
Yes.
you are or not, and you're
Right.
going to
Right.
rebuild
Right.
your
Right.
life,
Right.
your behavior has turned
Right.
the whole world against you.
Yes,
There's
and like
no recovery.
the Instagram posts, the like agreed. Let's just say that she had no knowledge, like, which is a tiny bit possible. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, a very old fashioned. How yeah, you should like at least present like.
Pretend.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully you actually would be really heartbroken, but that I felt like Garcelle kept bringing that up. I felt like, like that, like I don't know. Can I talk about my obsession with Kathy Hilton?
You totally. First of all, before you go, I would say goodbye to Instagram. I would say literally, I would not.
Yes,
You wouldn't hear like this is the time when we have to live our lives in
yes.
private and film the show for your 600,000. Keep that.
Is that
But
how much she makes?
yeah, it was
That's
revealed. I
a
mean,
lot. That's a
yeah.
lot of money.
And it doesn't shock me because that's where you are in 6 years. But that's why we don't feel, as I've said before, there are tons of women. You just went through a divorce. I mean, I'm not even using you as an example, but
Yeah,
there are tons of women that get divorced every day that have not worked for 20 years that are literally like, I don't know where I can buy a hamburger. Like they
right,
don't have access to $1 and they get
right.
half and all that. But like, I know you go and you move into a 1 bedroom and
Yeah, yeah.
live outside LA, commute
Yes,
in, like we don't feel so,
yes,
yes, 600,000. So we
Is-
don't, the average American is
yes.
not making, nor will ever make that. So that is where we can't
That's a
feel sorry
lot
for
of
you.
money. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
A lot. Yeah.
But please talk about your upset. I'm obsessed with
I
you.
mean, I just love how genuine she is. I love her warmth. It makes me love Paris and Nikki even more. I loved her love of her mom. I love her Christmas wreaths that she makes with the Saks Fifth Avenue receipts and dolls. She's her own person. She's so good at being Kathy Hilton. I hope she never changes. I think she's cool. I adore. She seems like a nice, cool, unique, interesting unicorn, rich unicorn.
Very rich unicorn. And don't you understand Paris better now? I mean,
Yes.
yes, like if Paris Hilton makes sense. I mean, she's
And
always
that,
made sense. Don't get me wrong. I
but you
doubted
do
that.
see in a weird way, like that persona, like, oh, that is Paris. Like, that's not a created myth. That's like it. I agree with you. It makes me think, oh, we all thought you created that. You were, honey, you were born that way. Like Miss Gaga said, she was born that way. Like,
The apple
it's
don't fall far from the
fascinating.
tree, right? It's like
Fascinating.
when Paris is dressed to the nines, like you're like, okay, yeah, I get it.
Fascinating looking at like Nikki. And then we don't know much about Sweet Baron, right?
No, Sweet Baron attended Paris's opening, whatever she spun in LA. They opened some, I mean, in
Okay.
Vegas, they opened some new hotel. Oh, honey, you don't think I do the deep dive into the
Tell.
Hiltons
I don't know anything about him.
Paris is everything. So like some new in Vegas, I don't know. It was one of those like Taj this, Taj that, whatever. They opened a new casino. They hired Paris to spin. Nikki with a husband was there. I don't think Kathy was, but Baron was there with his wife. So they attended.
Is he cute? Is he a handsome gentleman?
He is cute. Yes. There's nobody who would say he wasn't cute. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like he's
a cute guy.
Yeah. he's cute. You could see Nikki's husband is cute. Like they're all, look, I mean, I think Paris and Nikki are the two, but his wife is attractive. And yeah.
I like that he doesn't look, if he wanted to chase the limelight, he could. And do we know anything about Papa Hilton?
I mean, Papa Hilton doesn't want to really be on the TV. He was there a little bit in that one scene when she was like, but Papa Hilton owns Hilton and Highland, the real estate company. I mean, that's part of the problem between Kyle and Kathy is when Mauricio left Hilton or Mauricio worked for Kathy's husband and then said, I'm going to start the agency, which I get it. Why not start your own agency?
Yes.
I don't think that went over too well. I think that's part of the problems in the beginning.
I think Mauricio is so hot.
You do?
I find him so hot. I hope that they're as happily married as they appear to be. I like their marriage. I'm rooting for them. Tell me everything.
I don't find him as hot as everyone. Do you know who I find really hot?
Who?
I'm gonna bring it East Coast. Evan Goldschneider.
He's hot. He's so hot. He's so hot.
Every time I see him in person, because like I go to those hangouts.
Yeah, as you should.
He's always like I mean, like I am religious and not at all, but I'm Jewish, and he's always like, oh, is this the Jewish corner? Because he's Jewish. We bond.
Oh, you're like, yes, it is. It is.
Right.
It's the Jewish corner. Whatever you want. Break a bond over. Yes.
Evan, I find, and
he's hot.
He knows that I find him hot, and that's okay. Like, I'm not one of those gay guys who's gonna I get it. Like, I'm gonna respect Jackie, but he's
so hot. I also hope, because I like Jackie and I root for Jackie. I hope for Jackie's sake. That broke my heart. I didn't like that rumor being spread because it's hard to defend yourself from that. And even though I assume it was all insane and not true, it places a narrative out in the world. And I just hope for Jackie's sake that it doesn't somehow manifest bad things. You know what I mean? They seem like a happy family. And I hope that it doesn't create an opening for anything bad. I root for them. They're so cute.
First of all, Jackie is truly, truly, truly one of my, a nice person.
I really root for her. I'm really bad at fighting. And so she stands up for it, but I really felt for her through, I just thought, oh my God, how scary. Oh, poor Jackie.
And
I'm glad to hear that.
Podcast. She doesn't listen to every episode, but she literally, the last time I saw her, can quote, and I'm like, wait.
Please really tell her to listen to this one, Jackie. You seem like a really good mom. You seem like a good daughter and sister. I really am rooting for you guys, and I felt for you, and I felt like you had I'm rooting for you. You're doing a really good job from a silly blonde lady from the West Coast rooting for you.
She's going to slip into your DMs and be like, thank you. But I think I think he's possibly, him, and my second is who was on my show, Ralph Pittman, Drew Sidora's husband from Atlanta.
I don't watch Atlanta, but I got to tell you, I love the men from Jersey in the relationship. I love Frank. I like Joe Giudice, just all of their relationships. The guys are so cute on there.
They have a mini tour. It's the husbands. I don't know. It's
I would go to that. They're so cute.
The husbands, you can literally go see them on stage.
What's the cute contractor of Marge? What's her? Margaret, Joe. They're so sweet. I root for. Oh my God, I love Dolores so much. Love Dolores.
What's your favorite franchise out of all of these franchises?
Oh God, I mean, I think my old school New York. I would say New York has to be number one in general, but this year Beverly Hills was spectacular. So, in general, I love New York as a city. I grew up on the East Coast. New York is my favorite city on earth. I love seeing it. So in general, I love. I love Luann.
You could love Ramona. There's something.
No. I wasn't about to say I love Ramona. I meant to say I love Luann. I was not about to say I love Ramona. But Ramona's a fascinating character. It's you get mad at Ramona, and then there's moments where you're like. She and Sonia, it's sweet watching their friendship. Then you're like, oh, you're such a Ramona. But then they have this sweet bonding together.
Ramona knows what to do. Like, you know what I mean? Like she is that like Lisa Rinna producer. Like she knows what she's
Yes.
doing. She knows how to keep the story going. She
What
does. And
I
I
like
like people say that like that have worked with her on the show and like that's great. Like that's what we need.